How many people are in a Mount Rushmore? We're saying 4 or 3.
So we're gonna do Mount Rushmore
So 4
of heroes from Marvel. Then I think we'll do a DC.
Okay.
And we'll compare them. But 4 and then a 5th one for fun.
Okay.
Okay. And I did not prepare at all either.
Neither did I. So this will be.
This is like what comes out. Like what?
Yep.
What do I think? Here's 2 bona fide ones. We already talked about them earlier. But my Mount Rushmore. Well, I guess Marvel and DC. My DC Mount Rushmore has Batman on it.
Yep.
My Marvel
has Spider-Man
on it.
You'd be stupid to
not
for either.
So if I look at Marvel, and a lot of my Marvel opinions really come from the MCU.
Yeah, and that's like most of my Marvel opinions come from the MCU, except for a lot of them have changed since I started reading the comics.
Yep.
So like I'll go ahead because it's like because I've actually thought about this for a minute. So my top 4, at least top 3 are right now Captain America, Spider-Man. Because of the comics, I'm going to say Hawkeye because I love that because that's still my favorite book. I'm trying to think of a 4th. I have to get back to you on a 4th.
Okay, so mine
probably Daredevil.
Spider-Man for me. I think Iron Man is on my top 4.
I feel like that's how it always has split. You've always been an Iron Man guy. I've been a Cap guy.
But I do love Cap too. It's so hard to choose. Like if we look at Civil War, I'm all about like Cap side. Yep. But I just love Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man.
Yeah.
He just hits for me in everything he does.
And that first movie is perfect.
It's so great.
Like,
perfect origin story.
Yeah, I'm not going to put him on my Mount Rushmore, but that first movie is an S tier if we were doing a tier list.
So I think Spider-Man.
It'd be in the movies
Iron
from
Man,
there for sure.
Who else would be on my? I think it's just as far as like my preference, Hulk.
Yep.
Because I love Hulk. I've always, as a kid, that was one of the heroes I feel like I saw the most.
Yep.
And I do love Hulk. And then I feel like my 4th ones rotate around. Like there was times like Thor was my favorite.
Yeah, the 4th.
Thor's not my favorite. Like
the 4 very much. The 4th one does rotate, which is what I'm interested in. Right. And that's what's hard to tell. It's so hard, right? Like because the side of Marvel that I lean towards is the street. I've noticed this is very much
street level.
Street level.
I think I'm with you.
Yeah, like I've tried to get into the cosmic stuff. The movies are great. Some of the comics are really fun, but the stuff that I lean towards is the street level stuff. Is the Daredevil Bolt. So honestly, maybe my 4th one would be Bullseye. It's like I want to put an X-Men on there. It's like I want to pick like Nightcrawler or
that's got to be your number, your flex.
And that's the thing is, that's the thing is like flex, right? It's like the 4th one would be it varies between Daredevil Bullseye or Nightcrawler. Gambit, because those are my 2 favorite X-Men, 2 favorite street level, outside of the ones I named.
Yeah. Well, it's hard,
and
like
it really
not to put Wolverine on that, just because Hugh Jackman's so awesome and makes Wolverine super cool.
Yeah, Wolverine's really cool, but I've never connected with the
character.
I would never connected.
I would agree with that. That I don't like. I deeper connection with the characters.
Yeah, and I respect everyone who does. Yeah. It's just,
but
there's other characters that connect me more.
I think Spider-Man for me for sure, Hulk for me for sure, Iron Man for me. Trying to think of like who else in the MCU like really stands out as like a bona fide like 4th, like oh yeah, that's one of my favorite characters. I love. It's hard not to just like say the entire Guardians of the Galaxy group.
You can say the Guardians team.
I think the Guardians team would be like a 4th.
I think that's fair. It's not a character, but they're a character in themselves.
But who else is like up there? There's so many characters, it's hard to even think of one specifically.
Yeah. That's the hard part.
And it's just fun thinking about it.
Yeah, it is fun.
Well, actually, let me go here. Like, I'm going to say Loki.
Okay.
I think MCU, like, all my experience is Loki. Because I guess I didn't even really think about the villain side of things.
Yeah.
Like, Thanos was a great villain.
Yep.
But, like, Loki's a great, like, villain. Also hero sometimes.
He's
and then with all the extra stuff that's in his show, I think Loki would be my 4th.
Okay. I think that's fair. Yeah, I think that's valid.
Spider-Man, Hulk, Iron Man, Loki.
Yep.
And there's still plenty of other ones that I love.
Yeah, exactly. So, to repeat mine for the camera, Captain America,
yeah,
Hawkeye, Spider-Man, and this is not the order, But Captain America, Hawkeye, Spider-Man, specifically Hawkeye from the comics.
Yeah.
Jeremy Renner's great. They have not done enough with him.
Yeah.
And then I will go Bullseye.
Bullseye's cool. All of his scenes are awesome.
Yeah.
And if I was to throw a fifth random hero that I love, but not like I'm just doing like a fifth one that I like a lot, but it's not like that'd be my Mount Rushmore. Who would be like that character for me? Let's do like a fifth, like a side character, like not a main character in the MCU.
Okay.
But like who's like someone we really like as like a side character or a slightly smaller role.
I gotta think of that.
Yeah, I know, me too. There's one that pops in my head right away, but I'm gonna give it a second here and see what
It's
else.
like I'm the only thing that keeps coming in my head, and I don't know if I agree with this, is Howard the Duck. But that's what's coming to my head.
Here's in my head, and I would say Nick Fury.
Yeah,
because he's not like full on. I feel like
he has.
In times he's been like a more main character, but I still feel like he's never been a main.
At least not
character.
in the movies.
Right.
Yeah, in the movies. We'll limit it to the movies because that changes things. That makes it easier.
Yeah.
Favorite side character in the movies? I feel like I'm leaning towards. If you're gonna go Nick Fury, I'll go Coulson.
Yeah, Coulson's awesome too.
Because watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., it worked really well.
Yeah.
That show went off the rails, but he was the best. He was one of the better parts of that show.
And he was so good in just the Avengers movie.
Yeah.
Like, you just love him. And he's in there.
Well, and this is part of it too, because I've been watching New Rockstars. Well, no, not New Rockstars. What is it? Freaking the place with Quajandro and
Real Rejects.
Real Rejects. They've been doing Road to Endgame rewatch. They just hit Iron Man 3, so I've been watching all of those with them, which has given me a chance
to kind of reflect
on
those older movies.
Yeah, so to rewatch the older movies, but watch the highlights of it, right?
Yeah.
And going back through those movies, man, Coulson was a huge part of those like for the lead up to Avengers.
Yeah.
The MCU would not exist without Coulson. The Avengers were formed after Coulson dies. He was the only thing. Because Nick Fury wasn't even in all first 4 movies, but Coulson was.
Yeah, you do kind of forget.
You forget
what the lead up to Avengers was really like.
Yeah,
you do forget.
And when you rewatch all those movies, for the longest time recently, I thought that people were shitting on the recent MCU movies and that the B tier movies weren't as bad as people thought. And everyone was saying like, no, it's so much worse than it used to be. I didn't believe that until I started rewatching the old movies through YouTube. Yeah, the old ones were just generally higher quality.
Yeah,
like even the worst of the even the Thor, excluding like maybe Thor 2, Thor Dark World. Like even Iron Man 2 and 3 really hold up.
I still have a really good time watching all those because like to me the foundation of any movie for me now, like that I'm gonna judge. Is the story interesting?
Yep.
And are the characters really good?
Yes.
And like, if your main character, like Iron Man, is awesome,
it carries
he can carry so much.
Yeah.
Where I'm just so entertained every time he's on screen.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, that isn't because
they really do hold. Like I used to think that Iron Man 2 and 3 were awful, and then rewatching them, they're like, no, they're actually better than some of the. Iron Man 3 is better than Doctor Strange 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's not in my top 5. Sorry, Coy.
Yeah.
But it is better than some of the Guardians movies.
Is he a big Doctor Strange 2 fan?
No.
Oh, okay.
When they were watching Iron Man 3, he put it as his second favorite MCU movie of
okay.
all time.
Well, that's interesting.
Because he's a huge Iron Man head. And I understand where he was coming from, but I did not agree.
Yeah.
If
it's your favorite character, he's going to show up in your top.
Yeah, but that movie structurally is trying to do too many things, in my opinion.
Yeah,
it's good, and looking back on it now that they fixed the Mandarin reveal, I like the Ben Kingsley thing more.
Yeah,
but I don't know. It's just there's something with. It feels like they made 2 different movies, one with the Tennessee kid and one with the rest of it.
Yeah,
and the rest of it was really good. The Tennessee stuff I liked, but I did not.
Because that's where he was like without a suit for a little bit.
And I liked all those aspects of those scenes and the interactions. The character writing is great. It just does not feel like the same movie.
Yeah.
It's like we wanted a Christmas movie, but we're gonna do big Iron Man stuff in Florida, and then I guess Tennessee is not that far from Florida, but there's a moment where he's just like, oh, the compound just happens to me in Miami. It's Miami. You look at the drive. That's a 15-hour drive. You don't have an Iron Man suit. That's not an overnight thing.
He's got connections.
I guess, but still.
No, that's funny. I do. I love that old stuff because that's probably the stuff I've seen the most.
Yeah.
You know, when you like go back sometimes and check it out. But yeah.
Okay. So that's Marvel.
DC.
DC is different.
All right. So DC Mount Rushmore. I just played the Batman game.
Yep.
So I just played Lego Batman. I'm gonna go off on a tangent before I go here.
That's all valid.
Lego.
I need to get Lego Batman,
dude. So
I'm gonna do it after this.
Here's where I'm at with Lego Batman. I beat the game. I'm now just in the part where you collect all the collectibles around the map.
That's the best part.
The only thing that I miss from other games, Lego's Marvel Superheroes to me is still the best.
Huh.
For me, my favorite Lego game ever.
Okay.
But like, there's only like 7 playable characters in Lego Batman.
Oh.
So it's more specialized.
Interesting.
It's more It's like Arkham, the Arkham games.
Huh.
So it's not like a 200 character.
Oh, that sucks.
So you unlock a bunch of skins for these 7 characters. So you unlock like 1966 Batman skins, and so I like it though. And the characters are more specialized. Like they all have gadgets and things.
Yeah.
But Lego Batman was like fun. The story sometimes like I kind of get a little confused because they're like trying to do a lot in the story, but playing out that story and all the homages they give is so good. They'll give homages to the original 1989 Batman. They'll give homage to Dark Knight trilogy, to the Batman stuff. And it's like, oh, I know. You know, it's like seeing the Easter eggs are like, oh, yeah, there it is. Dude, so my favorite Easter egg, and you're going to think this is hilarious because I know you'll understand this. Like, me and Sierra played it, but she wouldn't get it. There's a part where he goes, they combine like the, where is she?
Yeah.
But they make it, where is he? Because Batman's like looking for Bane or something. And he's like, where is he? Where is he? And then he's like, Bane, where is he? And then he goes, Martha. Why did I say Martha?
That's good.
And it was so, I'm like, I know where that's from. It was just so good. But anyway.
Here we go. Not to derail the conversation or change the starting thing. You want to get a controversial take. Who do you think is the worst live action Batman?
Oh, dude, I don't even know if I can actually give a good take on this because it's got to be one of the, it's probably like the Val Kilmer one, probably. Yeah. But I don't know because it's either Val Kilmer or George Clooney.
That's fair. I guess I will say this. I haven't watched the old ones.
I haven't watched them enough.
Not recently enough. I guess that's fair. That's fair. So we'll pivot on because I guess, we can't really speak to it.
But
cut this out.
But playing Lego Batman. So anyway, my whole thing, Batman's obviously on my Mount Rushmore. He's like probably over all superheroes my favorite.
Yep.
But playing the Lego Batman game was fun because all the references, the Martha references made me laugh. But he's just my favorite hero. I love his villains. I love a lot of their movies.
Yep.
Like I rewatched all the Dark Knight trilogy because of the game, playing the game. Man, is that trilogy so awesome.
Yep.
I just have an awesome time watching it. And the Dark Knight to me is just a perfect. Like I love the Dark Knight.
Yeah, the second movie is
my favorite movie. One of my favorite movies.
The first one or the second?
The second.
Okay.
Dark Knight, Joker.
Yeah.
I just love that movie.
Yep.
Like
that's up there with Iron Man 1, I think, are perfect. Perfect comic book movies, Iron Man 1.
It's so excellent and the story's so deep.
And then probably Spider-Man with Doc Ock.
And I love his Rogues Gallery. I love there's a lot about Batman I really like.
Yep.
Yeah, playing the game, there's some funny references in there and whatnot. But Batman's definitely DC-wise up there.
Yep.
Obviously as like my number one. Now, Matt, I feel like because MCU is such a big part of my knowledge of Marvel.
Yep.
DC has not nearly as much in that.
Yes.
So there's less characters I feel like I can pull from.
You know what? Because of this, because we're not as knowledgeable on DC, let's make this interesting.
Yes.
Let's do snake draft model. So you pick Batman, so I can't pick him.
Okay.
So we go back and forth.
Okay. How many are we doing? 5? I feel like they always do 5. Or do we do 4? We'll do 4 because it's Mount Rushmore.
We'll do 4, and then we'll do the same thing, right? We'll do 3 and then flux.
Yep.
So you pick Batman, I'll pick Superman.
Yeah.
So you can't. So then
who would I pick as like my number 2?
Because I will say this to elaborate on the Superman thing. I thought I was a Batman head for the longest time. If you look at my comic collection, majority of them are every single Batman story. I've tried so hard. The Long Halloween stuff is amazing. There's some really good. His rogues are there.
Yeah.
I just there's something with the character I couldn't connect with.
Yeah.
But I was just like, for the longest time, like most people, I thought Superman was boring as hell. And I'm like, so I guess I have to be a Batman guy. And then the Superman movie came out, did him correctly. I then went back and reread the Superman comics. I'm like, oh, I'm a Superman guy.
Yeah.
Wonder why I never connected with Batman.
Right. Yeah.
On an intellectual level and from a film perspective, yeah, he's like by far he has the best rogues gallery. But there's something with the character I just couldn't connect with.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say Superman.
Okay. I'm gonna say like I'm between probably two heroes. I feel like you have to go Justice League.
Yeah.
And who do I find more interesting? But I don't necessarily have crazy knowledge on these characters. But I would probably choose Green Lantern.
Okay.
I
Which
think
one?
Green Lantern. I think I would just go Hal Jordan.
Yeah.
But I love and the Lanterns movie or the show. Will be really
I'm excited for that because I don't know if
I think
I don't know enough about
Sinestro's
Green
cool villain. I think the whole concept of the lanterns and the look and the design.
Lantern.
Blackest Night's really cool.
Have you read that?
I would like
book?
to read that book.
Okay. Same here.
That is one of my like, because for DC there's several arcs or like stories I want to read. Like that one's one.
Yep.
Another one's I already read Flashpoint.
Yep.
So like, that's one I would like to read. Brightest Day and Blackest Night.
Yep.
But I think Green Lantern, as far as like his look and just like the mythos of Green Lanterns and the different types of lanterns, like Green Lantern's probably my number 2.
Okay. That's hard. This is like because it's like you want to go Justice League, right? But then like the top 3, it's like I can tell you out of the character I'm interested right now, it's Martian Manhunter. But again, I don't know enough about the character.
Yeah.
Because you said Green Lantern, I'll say Martian Manhunter for now. Because
Okay.
I think they're equal.
Yeah.
In terms of their popularity.
And then I'm gonna go Flash.
Okay.
Because like that's who I was torn with. I was like, do I go Flash?
Yeah, that's where I was like, do I go Flash?
But like for Flash,
because that's where it's hard, right? I haven't read enough Flash stuff.
Well, and
the TV show was my childhood.
Yeah.
So like Flash is great.
Well, that's where Flash is one of the things that got me into superheroes.
Yeah.
Like the first couple seasons of the Flash show.
Yep.
But like now, I'm like I don't really think I'm a Flash guy.
Here's the way that
I just don't know if I like multiverse stuff, depending on what it is. It just with the Flash especially, I feel like sometimes it gets really confusing. And the comics I have read, which I haven't read a ton of Flash, but like I was reading, whatever the newest Flash series that started, not Absolute, but like the last time they rebooted the Flash, I started reading that and I just couldn't get into it. I'm like I just can't get into it. But like Flashpoint's really cool.
Yeah.
But I go back and like I would have to watch like the show again. I think if I watched the show, I'd be like, ooh yeah, like early Flash, I really like. But
he has really good rogues too.
Yeah, he's got a good rogue gallery.
I'm trying to think of who.
And he's just a big part of
that. Here's the way that I see Flash: is there's the multiverse stuff and there's the non-multiverse stuff. Flash is a really interesting character. He rarely gets the spotlight, at least in terms of the Justice League.
Yeah.
You can't have the Justice League without the Flash.
No.
He's the ultimate B-level side character who's always there.
Mm-hmm.
And he adds you can replace the comedic relief with other people. But if you're doing the core Justice League, you can't, like if they were to do the core Justice League that was the big 3, Green Lantern and somebody else who was a different comedic character who not the Flash, it wouldn't feel the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like the multiverse stuff does get very complicated. Let's see, who else have I said though? Yeah, I gotta think about this.
So Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, Martian Manhunter, Flash.
Yeah, the question is because that's like I can.
It's like after the Justice League, it's like,
and that's where it's like I've watched a lot of DC. Like again, my DC knowledge. Most of my books I'm reading now are DC.
Yeah,
but because they've been doing better than Marvel right now in comic book wise. But like again, I know the Justice League animated stuff and the Arrowverse more than I know anything else.
Mm-hmm. And Batman,
and Batman
for me, like I feel like I know a good amount of Batman.
Oh yeah, I could tell you everything about Batman.
Yeah,
because like I said, for the longest time, even though I tried to connect with the character, I still read everything.
Right.
And the movies are by far some of the best movies.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to say Aquaman. I'm not saying he couldn't be cool, but he hasn't been. You
I
took Green
can't
Lantern
think.
out. Trying to think of another interesting character. I think Booster Gold can be really interesting.
Ooh, okay.
He's a fun character, but I don't know if I would put him on my Mount
You could go
Rushmore.
villains too.
That's why I'm like trying to think of villains. Who's the best villain? You know what? Let me look up. This
And
is
I
going to be
feel
a
like
cheat
you
code.
almost can't use like a DC villain. Like I couldn't. You almost couldn't say Joker.
No,
Because Joker's Batman.
Yep.
You know, like they're.
Justice League members.
You can go Starro.
That'd be fun. In terms of the movies, what have been good? Because there's a lot of good Suicide Squad characters.
Yeah.
I won't say Harley. I like Harley, but she's not my thing. Not all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes she can be a bit abrasive. Let's see. Shazam, plastic. I'm going to save that for my fourth. You know what? I'll say Green Arrow because of the TV show.
Yeah.
He's in the TV show. He's trying to be Batman.
Yeah.
They're writing him as Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say Green Arrow.
Okay, so I get my number 4 here. I'm not even going to go villain. I'm trying to think. Let me think like Injustice.
Yeah.
Because I know Injustice kind of. Who is really compelling or interesting in...
I will say, it's up to you whether or not you want to upload this one. This one might get us a bit flamed.
Oh, that's all right. I like flame.
Okay.
Charbroiled.
Maybe keep the shorts to the other ones. Adam's fun.
DC.
Oh yeah, Detective Chimp is technically DC, isn't he?
Detective Chimp?
Yeah, they made that what's it called? The Hulu animated show.
I didn't even know this was a thing.
Yeah, it's just a monkey who runs around as basically Monkey John Wick.
Monkey John Wick. Let's see. What did I like? Is it like I feel like DC was like my first joy.
What did I just say?
Who else is compelling?
You know what? I'm changing my answer.
All right, go for it.
I'm gonna I'm gonna replace Martian Manhunter with Supergirl because that book was really well written.
Okay. Yeah, in honor of the movie coming up.
Yep, in honor of the movie.
In honor of the movie.
That movie changed my perspective on that character.
Or the book.
That book.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to say...
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna
Why is this so impossible? In my head, it wasn't impossible.
Yeah.
As a non-DC
So I will say,
super enthusiast...
While you're thinking, I'll say my 4.
Yeah, you say your 4.
So, keeping Superman, keeping Supergirl. I'm going to put back in Martian Manhunter. And then I'm going to say Plastic Man is my favorite B-side character.
Okay. Plastic Man. Ooh, you know who I'll say? I'll say... I'm going to say Cyborg.
Okay.
I like Cyborg.
That's fair.
Teen Titans Go.
Yeah, Beast Boy and Cyborg are there.
Yeah, Cyborg's cool.
I really hope
and he's just an interesting character, too. Like, he ends up being really important in a lot of things. So probably Cyborg. But
I really hope we get a good...
We just need, like, a decade worth of DC live action.
Yeah, we need
and we are going to be in a great spot.
And I don't know if we'll ever get there.
Yeah, I know.
Because of... But I think we're the closest we've ever come with James Gunn stuff.
Yeah.
Because I am hyped. I still don't think Supergirl's going to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be good.
Yep.
I'm worried about the villain, but everything else looks amazing.
Yep.
Lanterns is going to be great. Superman 2 is going to be great. Clayface is going to be
awesome. I can't wait for Clayface.
I still here's a wholehearted take for the TikToks. Everyone says that the Superman universe, James Gunn, and that the Robert Pattinson Batman universe should not be the same universe. I wholeheartedly disagree.
Yep.
I've told you this take, and I'll put it on the internet because screw it. I think the way to approach it, because I understand the tonal issues and I understand the technology dispute, the way that I see it is you treat the Robert Pattinson trilogy like the year one comic book stories and set it 10 years or 15 years before Superman exists. That way you can have those 3 movies be completely separate trilogy. The story is untied to anything, gives Matt Reeves, liability to do whatever he wants. And by the end of that trilogy, that's the Batman we see going forward.
Yep. Well, and I just, it feels like, why not? And I just love
it feels
Robert
like
Pattinson and
too much
Batman.
of a layup, and it just feels too stupid. I recognize the argument. I understand the argument.
But you just can't have 2 live action Batmans at one time.
They've tried. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
And Pattinson is so good, and everything about that universe is pure comics Batman. You can treat it like they do in the comics, and every different mini universe has its own feel and tone and visual look. And yet somehow they come together, and the tonally doesn't feel anything like the original books, but the Justice League works.
Yeah.
And it just feels too complicated.
Yeah. And I think the one side of Robert Pattinson's Batman that people still need to see is him as Bruce Wayne more.
Yeah, and
if they just do that in the second movie,
I feel like that's the
everyone
arc.
will be set.
That's the arc they set up at the end of the first movie.
It's like he's kind of seen how he can be a light and a dark.
Well, at the end of the movie sets up him. He's like, he's no longer, because he was going by vengeance. He's now Batman.
Yeah, because
he's trying to be more of a hopeful figure than pure fear.
Yep.
And that's how you get the Bruce Wayne persona.
For sure.
And that's why I think it's like he's Batman right now, but you treat it like year 1 and just say at the end of the 3rd movie, he's classic comic Batman. He's, the Bruce Wayne persona is figured out. His rogues galleries all existed. He has his relationships with Jim Gordon and Two-Face figured out. There you go.
Yep. That'd be cool.